Soon enough. Okay, video card.
Oh, dude, look how sick that water block is.
This is filled with brand new EK fittings. Like,
This says it's not for babies. All right. Hey guys, this is Alex from Computer Headquarters, and today is going to be our first video here in our LAN center at our new warehouse. This has been a long time coming. Every build in this room, and even in the room behind the camera right now, is all going to be computer builds that are very special, theme computers, limited edition parts, like collectible stuff, really cool stuff. If you're a big like gaming nerd, computer nerd, I think that, in my opinion, you're going to be really excited about seeing what we're doing here. Quick interruption, everyone. We're actually giving away a gaming PC. Come on over to our website, chqstore.com. There's a button up here at the top called giveaway. Go ahead and click that, and then there are two things you can look at. There is the banner that you can click here that shows the actual current giveaway, and then there's another banner over here that's how you enter to win. So if you click this, it's going to tell you all about all the specs on the computer, and there'll be a link to the video about the giveaway itself. And then you can also, there's multiple ways to get to the entry form. And here's the entry form. There's a bunch of fine print on here you should read through. I hope one of you wins, and back to the video. So today we're gonna be doing a build over here with a Gigabyte themed computer. But before we do that, I'm just gonna give you like a quick little sneak preview of the other builds in just this room. And then, like I said, there are a bunch of other builds we're doing behind the camera and other rooms. And those are going to be toward the end of this series. There are probably going to be 20 to 30 total videos, which each video is going to be its own build. We're going to try to release them back to back to back. And I'm only going to show you some of the stuff in this room, and there's going to be even better stuff later. So let's just start at this station and we'll work our way around. So this is kind of our like first-person shooter themed computer. I'm not going to get into it too much, but you can see there's like some Call of Duty stuff. There's some airsoft guns we're going to have on the walls and PUBG stuff. So we'll just keep going down the line here. This is the system we're going to work on today, so we'll come back to that. This is an older system. In fact, this is one of my first build videos. There's like a whole series I did on this YouTube channel. I really like doing that, and actually it got a lot of views. But that was 5 years ago, I want to say. I'm just guessing, 5 years. It's had some changes over the years, and this is probably going to be the least content of anything we do in this whole build series, but we may just kind of change some things around, make it look a little bit nicer, maybe update some parts. This is a Cooler Master system. This is the 25th anniversary Cosmos case. It's awesome, really hard to find. They're very expensive now, so we'll probably also be updating with the stuff that's inside here that you can't really see very well right now because the tint is so dark on there. So against this wall we have some more builds, and we've got Demon Slayer, and pretty much everything's anime over here. So we've got some Gundam stuff, some Evangelion stuff, and yeah, you get the picture. So we don't want to spend the whole video going through all the parts that are going to be on these builds. These are all going to have their own videos. We're going to go back over here, and this is where we're going to be spending most of the time in this video. And I want to bring up a really huge part of this video for us, and that is the fact that Gigabyte was actually nice enough to sponsor part of this build. So it'll probably all make sense as I'm explaining everything, but they supplied us with, I probably shouldn't start with the mouse pad because that's the least exciting thing. Probably start with this monitor. So this is a baller monitor. This is the AORUS FI32U, and it is 4K, 144 Hertz, IPS. It's like checks all the boxes. I want to say, I'd have to go look it up again. I think it's like $1,000 gaming monitor. It's sick. So they sent that over, really nice of them. Thank you, Gigabyte. They sent that over. They sent a mouse, a keyboard, Mousepad, DDR5 RGB RAM, the Gen 4 SSD. That was just a cool care package thing. I told them what we're doing with this build, and they were like, yeah, we're on board. And I basically emailed all the manufacturers that we work with, and they were literally the only ones that said that they would help send something over. So thank you, Gigabyte. Also, they recently sent over a recognized partner trophy or plaque or whatever you want to call it. So that was really nice of them to send over as well. So we're going to keep that with the build on this desk for, display with everything else. So, all right, let's talk about the history of this exact computer, because this is a crazy computer, and the story is amazing. and that's one of the reasons why it's in here, is because I don't ever want to sell this computer because the story's so good. Or I think it's good. So last year we bought all of the equipment from the company called Artesian Builds. If you haven't heard of them, Google it. We have a lot of YouTube videos about the auction, buying the auction, everything we got from it. There's a lot of fun videos we did with that, but this was probably the most baller computer that out of all of the computers, I think there were like 200 computers we got from 2 different locations. This was probably the most baller computer out of all of them. Everything on this computer was maxed out. The only thing that could have been better, I think, would have been, I don't even know, maybe if they would have waited for 4090. 4090 wasn't even out yet. So this was ridiculous. They even had, at the time, Derek, my camera guy, he can show the back of the case. It's just plain white right now. But the customer that ordered this actually originally had like a whole bamboo wrap on the back here. So it was like a bamboo theme on the white. And then on the front glass right here, it was all etched bamboo. And on the side panel was all etched bamboo as well. It was all a custom job. It looked like it was a ton of work and it was pretty sweet. I'm not a huge bamboo fan person. I thought it looked nice, but I just wasn't for me. So we got rid of that stuff and put it back to regular. But we originally, after we it wasn't completely finished. We finished it at computer headquarters. We put it up for sale, I think on eBay, and it sold, and we shipped it to the customer, and unfortunately it broke during shipping, which isn't too surprising because the video card basically came loose. So we're gonna start talking about the specs of what's in this computer, because that's one of the main reasons why Gigabyte probably wanted to sponsor this, because this is some of their craziest parts that they've ever built in their career of a company. So this is an RTX 3090, which would have been the craziest video card at the time. 3090 Ti wasn't even out yet at that time. And this is their, I want to say it's AORUS XTREME, and this Waterblock comes with the card. This isn't like an aftermarket Waterblock. And this thing is super, super heavy. I don't know if it's 5 pounds or what, but it's extremely dense, probably a ton of copper in there, and it's a really high-end card. So if you want to zoom in on that, Derek can show them, like, this is kind of damaged and glued back together. Basically what happened was when this shipped, this came loose inside of the computer and banged around, and it broke off the fitting that was connected to the acrylic block right there, and it broke it off. So we had to kind of like liquid cement this new piece back in just so we can rebuild it. So that was kind of a big pain in the butt. And there were a couple other like little scratches and stuff that got on this, but we tested it and it still works perfectly fine. So we're keeping it. Very, very rare and expensive card. So let's look inside the computer, and I'll let Derek go in front of me, and I'll be behind the camera here too with him. So that motherboard is also one of the rarest motherboards ever made. It is a Z690 AORUS XTREME Waterforce, and they only made 200 of those. As you can see, there's a plaque right here. It says 130 out of 200. So that's a really big deal. I think last time I looked, these were selling close to $2,000, just because they're collectible and they didn't make very many. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, the customer kind of had requested to go all out on everything else, so I believe this is 128 gigs of DDR5 RAM. Maybe it's 64, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's Corsair Dominator Platinum, very expensive stuff. Remember a year ago, DDR5 was way more expensive, so that could have been like $1,000 of RAM right there back a year ago, or as actually more than a year ago. So we've got Leon Lee, Derek, remember, I think those are SL series fans. Okay, Derek's saying, yeah, you can talk, Derek, it's all right.
Yes, definitely are.
So the SL series fans are two radiators, two 360mm radiators, top and bottom. They're both white. I don't know what brand they are, but they're probably either EK or Corsair. And then there's, of course, all right, the CPU, i9-12900KS. The 13900 was not out yet, so it's a 12900KS, which was the top of the line CPU at the time for Intel. And there is also an unknown SSD. We haven't opened this up yet, but we're going to do that in this series, because we're going to obviously take out whatever SSD is here and swap in this AORUS, brand new right here, this AORUS Gen 4 SSD, and we will be swapping out that RAM, because despite it being white and looking cool, this is AORUS RAM, and it's going to go with the build, and it's faster. So, you know, this is 6,000 megahertz, and I think that was 5200 megahertz, so this is gonna be better for gaming. So we're swapping out some of those parts, and we're gonna be having to redo all this water loop system was really wonky, and there's like frosted tubing here, and there's a flexible tube here, and then there was some clear tubes. It was kind of like a big mix match. You know, just very strange. So we're gonna redo all that stuff. We're gonna put all the panels back together, button it all back up, make it really nice. We're gonna open up the monitor, set up the monitor, connect it all, and make it ready to play some video games. I'm in the middle of editing this video right now, and I actually really need your help. I need your opinion in the comments. I need to know how you guys feel about Derek and I chatting about things that we're working on, and if you guys want to hear what we're talking about in regards to the build and what we're doing, or if you want us to just do a time lapse where things go and we're just building the computer really fast. So this next clip, I was going to time lapse it, and I ended up keeping it because I personally thought that the conversation was decent. So I'm gonna leave it, but then I'm going to time lapse a bunch of stuff later in the future. Just please comment at the bottom and say, hey, I liked listening to the conversation, or hey, please do more time lapsing. And that'll affect how we edit the future videos, because there's gonna be a ton of these videos. Hope you guys like it. Okay, back to the video. And while he's doing that, I'm just gonna mention that I ended up finding the original box for this motherboard. I had it in my office, and I went through the box and we found this cool thing right here, which is a RAM cover, and it's RGB. So this wasn't installed by Artesian Builds previously, and I saw a picture of it on the internet. I thought it looked interesting. So we're gonna take a look at what it looks like installed, or is it better to just leave the memory as it is? All right, so he's gonna take out these Corsair Dominator Platinum sticks, and actually I found the boxes for these too. We'll probably put these sticks into a couple other, either one other build or two other builds. Whose idea was that to put the glass up there? Oh, that was me. They look really skinny.
Yeah, they do.
Can I hold one real quick? Just put it on the camera. It's got like an angle to it. So I'll show you guys from here. Looks sharp, like it could cut something. There you go. Derek, did I ever tell you that I went over to Gigabyte for a meeting one time, and I don't think it was the owner, but it was like one of the higher like VPs or something, had a Nissan GTR Nismo edition with the AORUS wrap on it.
Really?
Yeah, it was sick.
Oh, dang.
It was really nice. All right, so Derek just finished screwing down this RAM cover, and it's obviously covered in a bunch of peel me off plastic, so he's gonna peel it off right now.
Oh, come here. Oh, this is really wrapped all the way. Nope, it's not doing anything. Come on. Hey, go there.
You can do it, Derek.
Go do. Oh, it's actually wrapped everywhere else.
This is the least satisfying plastic peeling of all time.
Oh, we will get there. Promise. Oh wow, it's everywhere on the backside too.
I guess we should have peeled the plastic off before we installed it. And what's that blue thing? Is that another one? Is that a second layer of plastic to peel?
Right.
That's so weird. All right. All right, Derek just powered it up. We got on a test bench over here. XTREME.
Okay, currently it's training memory. 55, 7F, okay, video card.
Oh, dude, look how sick that Waterblock is.
Okay, that's
Oh
sick.
my god, I did not know about that. It has like an OLED display in the Waterblock.
That's pretty sick.
What?
Oh, look at that. Okay, 99, post.
All right.
So we should find out.
Write in the comments below how hot you think the CPU is going to be.
Was that F2?
Oh, there it is. 39. It was 39. Now it's 40. It's going to go up really quick because there's no cooling on it right now.
Right.
Once it saturates like the copper block, it will just go through the roof.
Sweet.
All right, Derek's getting the PCIe, I think they call them slots, like the video card slots on the back of the case, screwed back in so it's nice and pretty. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna take you guys shopping. This is the shop, or the mall. This is the mall of water cooling. When we bought the Artesian Builds bankruptcy, we got all of their water cooling parts, and it was very overwhelming. In fact, this isn't the only bin. We have another bin over here, and there I think is 1 or 2 more bins still. But this is the most expensive bin because this has a lot of fittings in here, and especially EK fittings. This entire bin is just filled with brand new EK fittings, like hundreds of them. There are hundreds of EK fittings, and it was Primo Chill. Yeah, thermal takes in here, Corsair stuff. You know, there's 90 degrees, there's different sizes, there are interesting, strange fittings in here. There's different colors, there's purple and silver and gold and black and white. And, you know, just all sorts of stuff. There's some Barrow 45 degree stuff, like kind of anything you would want. So right now, this pipe right here is, I think you call that positive pressure. The water is flowing from the pump right here. It's flowing out this way, going through the radiator, coming back out, going this way, and it's headed up. And there used to be a pipe coming off of right here, but we plugged this back up, and we kept all this plugged up until it gets to right here. So right here is going to be where it does its first move, and we're going to run that with another pipe that connects to this up here. So now that water is going to go to this, and it's going to get pushed down to this right here, and that's going to shoot directly out right here to the video card. Water is going to flow through that video card to here, and then that's going to go this way and then bend up and over and go into this part of the CPU water block. And this is the out, as you can see here on the block. Literally says out, and that's going to come, this is going to come out and then 90 degree perfectly over to right here. So I'm feeling pretty good, and we've got fittings galore. As I showed you, we have all these fittings, so we're just right now we found another match for this one, so we can just keep doing it all, and we'll make some progress off camera and come back. You can see that we now have a connection or a bridge between that area that is coming off the pump and this, it's kind of hard to see, but this part of the distro plate, and it comes down to this, and we've got our first like legit connection going to the video card, and then that's going to come out, and I mentioned this is going to go up to the CPU block, and this is going to be kind of the trickiest spot because it's I think 3 different turns that need to happen. But then this is, I'm going to be done with this within minutes. We're going to have this, let's see if we can see, I'll get my hand the other way. This pipe right here is already cut to length, and it's going to go into this fitting right here, and that's going to meet that, and we'll be good there. And that's going to only leave just this, and we'll be done, and we can turn this computer on, and we'll be good to go. So you saw this, and then we ended up getting this done. We had to get a little bit crazy with this little like spacer, 90 degree spacer thing, and then another white 90 degree here. And I don't know if you would say it was perfect, but I do like how it looks because it still sticks with the white and black theme, like the panda kind of thing. This though was what I was procrastinating this spot, I don't know what you want to call it, this run from here to here as the last, because I was nervous about it. And the main thing was to prioritize keeping, I wanted these to be exactly the same for symmetry, and then getting to here you know, I was thinking about the different ways to do it. You just look so sick. Like the whole build, it sounds really goofy, but it has like this shift thing to it because of this one angle, and I just really like how it looks. So we've got a couple more things to do here. We need to button everything. We need to fill it up with some liquid. We need to make sure everything's working correctly, and then we can get some games going on here and unbox all the Gigabyte monitor and keyboard and mouse and mouse pad and like set up the whole desk. I'm really excited to do that right now. So we're gonna get cracking on that, and we'll be right back. All right, we are adding water, and this thing's gonna hold a lot of water.
Definitely.
Close to the tip here at the fill port. Have the safety glasses and the knife. Time to do some unboxing. And I know I've said this 1,000 times, but as a reminder, Gigabyte was so awesome to sponsor this and send this crazy monitor to us for free as part of the sponsorship. And not only are they awesome like that, but we also do a lot of business with them. And just the other day we bought 900 video cards from them. So that was pretty awesome. And I actually told them to sponsor us with refurbished stuff. So I think some of this stuff is refurbished. I think the monitor is supposed to be refurbished, and we are about to start buying monitors from them refurbished as well. So this will be a good on-camera example of what one of their refurbished monitors would look like, which usually all their stuff, when it's refurbished, it just looks like it's brand new. It either has the original box or it has a box that just is like Gigabyte branded, but it's always in a box and it always has all the original stuff. So it looks like we have the very pointy piece to the stand here. I'll put that up there. Wow, this thing is huge. All right, here's the other piece to the stand. Man, this does look like it's new. They told me they're sending me refurb stuff though, so I don't know. Hard to say. Oh, there's like a little rip in this styrofoam, so maybe it is. A lot of times, like refurbished stuff is really just customer returns from like Amazon, where the person changed their mind. So that's probably what happened here. And I'm not reading instructions because I don't need them. This is too easy. Okay. Okay, Derek, I might need your help. So let's get this big boy on the desk. Holy smokes. Oh, handle. Convenient. I like that. Okay. Monitor. And now let's do the mouse pad. So this is the AMP 500 hybrid. This is the hybrid gaming mouse pad. Hybrid gaming mouse pad. And this is definitely brand new because this is sealed. Unless they reseal their refurbished stuff, which I don't think they do. So I think this one is new. Never cut towards yourself. Leave the knife open for now. Okay, so this is a mouse pad that's like just the mouse, not the keyboard. And then keyboard and mouse. Let's do the keyboard. All right. This one is the AORUS K1 mechanical gaming keyboard. It has Cherry MX key switches, which they appear to be red based on what I'm seeing here, but oh, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, red switch. So Cherry MX reds, pretty much like the standard gaming switch. I feel like over the years is probably the most popular gaming switch in the industry. For people that are not like custom key, what am I trying to say, Derek? Custom, not key, switch. Sorry, custom switch. People that aren't building custom keyboards with custom switches.
Right.
You know, like those people, I don't even know. Derek does it. I've done it a bunch of times. And everyone that builds their own custom keyboard has like their own opinion about what the best key, the best switch would be, because there's so many different, you know, everyone has it's like what's your favorite color basically when it comes to switches. Everyone has a different favorite feel. Okay, this says it's not for babies, all right? Not for babies. USB cable, run that. Cable manage it all pretty, or at least a little bit pretty for the moment, just to get us started. And now let's take a look at this mouse. This mouse appears to also be brand new, so it has the seal. All right, so this is the AORUS M5. It says 400 IPS tracking speed. I don't know what IPS is. I know DPS. Sorry, no, DPI. DPS is damage per second in the video game. DPI. I don't know what IPS is though. Derek, have you heard that before?
Nope.
Oh, but it says it's 1600 DPI, so I'm familiar with that. That's a high DPI rate. Okay, this is like a pretty high mouse. Ooh, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Because a lot of mice these days, I feel like a lot of them are like kind of skinnier. Oh, it also comes with, I think these are called skates, like extra skates that are a different, probably a faster speed or something than what comes from the standard one in the box. Oh, and it's got weights. Oops, almost dropped them. It has some weights on here. So like 2.5 G per weight. So you can probably, oh gosh, slippery. You can probably open it up somewhere and add weights to it. All right, and then I probably would cable manage this wire a little better if I had the time, or if I wasn't in such a hurry, but I'm not gonna do it. Not right this second. Okay, so we need, this is power cable, USB cable, display port, that's what we want. Here's an HDMI cable, we don't want that. We have a micro USB, USB-C cable, that's interesting. This is a power cable for a different country. I think we don't really need these. I'm gonna throw those on the ground. The power cable that we have a 30 amp 220 volt system in here. So our PDU uses a different type. The end is what we would be used to, but the type that goes into the wall is actually different. So we already have that connected separately, but we do need this DisplayPort cable set up. So more trash in the trash pile over there, and let's connect up this monitor. That was easy. But it wasn't cable managed right. There we go. Okay. DisplayPort cable is in. Now we need power cable. Okay, power cable is in. And then the computer is going to get its power cable. Okay. And now we need to figure out the PDU, because the PDU, oh, that had power.
Yeah, power.
Okay, we don't need to figure out the PDU. Good news, it just works. I'm a little bit nervous almost, you know, like it seems like everything should just be perfect, but then you never know, you get this far and there could be a big leak. All right, I'm throwing stuff all over the place because I'm excited. I want to scoot this back. There's a little bit of liquid right there. Okay, the water's been in here for a while. I don't see any leaks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm filling. It actually, the water level did not drop that much, so there was a lot of water already in the loop, I guess. Can you see the bubbles up there from your angle?
Yep.
We've got the computer completely finished. It's all put back together. Everything is working like it should. It took a little while to get all the water bubbles and everything out of this loop and get it all dialed in, but it's perfect. It's running super cool. We're gonna turn it on right now. And we've got our AORUS mouse, our AORUS Mousepad keyboard. I don't know why I said key mat or whatever. We've got the box that I found that was for the motherboard, and our recognized partner thing here on the desk. And I'm hoping to maybe get like a banner, would be really cool too, like in the back here. I just want to let everyone know this is our first build of the whole series. It's gonna be like, we did some builds already you may have seen from my house, but in our LAN center here, this is the first one. This is a work in progress. We just got electricity, as I mentioned. We're gonna do a bunch more stuff on these walls are very barren right now. We're gonna cable manage underneath the desk. We're gonna cable manage behind the desks. We're gonna put shelves up here with a bunch of really cool stuff. So there'll be videos about all those things too. So as messy as some of the stuff around here looks right now, at the end, if you stay, like watch all the videos till the end, there will be, this whole thing will be sweet. It'll be, trust me, it's gonna be amazing. So anyway, computer's on. You can see we've got a desktop background. We threw an AORUS desktop background on there, and everything's working like it should. So I'm feeling good to move on to our next build. We already started filming some of that, but I think I'm just gonna sign off from here and let Derek hit you with some B-roll. Thanks, guys.